Jamiu Abiola, the son of the late MKO Abiola, he said that the 2023 presidential election was keenly contested and that it was fair to a certain level, but and that the evidence of that was the way the election result was accepted. He said this during an interview on Arise on Monday, June 12th. Based on the same feather. Me, I was thinking that this one was even saying something different to an extent. Jami said that one of the major challenges that modern day election is facing is the propagation of fake news on social media. He said, so a lot of things that we hear, we also have to be very careful that we believe. And unfortunately for us, we are not in a position to actually know how to tell the truth from the falsehood. But one thing I do know is that the election was keenly contested, and I also know that if it wasn't free and fair to a certain level by now, you know people would not have accepted the result. Speaking further, he added, because if it was rigged and like people were so sure of it, we would not have so much peace in this country. Really, the reason why you're having peace is because of the oppositions. They are more peaceful than the ruling party, because no human being, better human being, want to go and vote for APC with all this hardship. And that is why a lot of people are surprised, and those who are hailing the people of APC, they see them as a tribal bigots, because they know the truth that they have suffered, but all of a sudden it does not matter to them because one of their own is coming, because they feel it is their turn. And you too, you are even going in that direction. Because the oppositions are very, very, very calm. They are responsible people. If it were to be the other way around, you know what could have happened. And that was why you see that even Goodluck Jonathan, it's not because he wouldn't have used his power, he would have employed the services of the INEC chairman, who will come from his own side, and they would do whatever they are doing and nothing will happen. But because we have now seen that the PDP, no matter how corrupt they are far better than what we have in APC, because APC believes that what has been happening in some other places, that they have been in power for God knows when, they want to repeat the same thing in Nigeria. Well, PDP boasted that they are going to rule Nigeria for 60 years, but we know how far it went. Now these ones are coming, but they want to use, they know that if they don't use gra, if they should go and leave things like the way PDP left the election of 2015, that soap will enter their eye, and that's why they will tell you, grab it, run with it, and snatch it. So if oppositions are like them, I don't think you'll be having this relative peace. So you are telling us that it was free and fair according to your statement. Did INEC follow his guidelines? No, it didn't follow his guideline. Let's even appear that they follow. Let's then seem to be appear to be following the guideline. It would have been better. You guys will never say the truth, and we are beginning to see more of few people. Honestly, the 2023 election has continued to generate controversies as some of the opposition parties still maintain that the election was rigged. The election result is still being challenged in court by some of the opposition, but Jamiu Abiola said that the election was fair to some level, but not to some level. So that's to some level that it was not fair is what they are not happy about. They are contesting. Do we have peace in Nigeria? Suffering and smiling are the real deal. Hatred and frustration are more dangerous than war. You said the election of 2023 was free to some extent. My question is, to what extent was it free? So why are we killing ourselves on what Babangida did to your father on June 12, 1993? After all, that election was free to some extent. Let us call a speed a speed. By all standard, the election was rigged. It's as simple as that. Must every animal talk? God will judge you if you say the wrong thing. Say if some governors who rigged election by using money, but not presidential election. No peace for the wicked. Set up the fire and run abroad so that we kill ourselves, because you have not seen suffer in your life. What a shame. You said the election is free to some extent. Come out clear. Which means what Babangida did to your father, MKO, is justified by this your submission. Sorry people, You had exhibited small wisdom in previous interviews, but these comments had completely eroded any credit ascribed to you. Most dump talk. Nigerians have not even shown enough disenchantment until to be killed and on this until told to be killed in the streets. When you say the election was free and fair to some extent, what are you referring or inferring? Is it not same as saying the election was not free and fair to some extent? Don't deceive yourself. If a thing is not old, it remains not old. The election was rigged to some extent to pave way for Tinubu to carry the day. Period. Jamil, you are not truthful with the elections. Of course. Ironically, your desperate, greedy father was so desperate that he was accused to have sponsored many or different military coups in Nigeria for military to hand over power to him. And on the process, he blackmailed and betrayed our OBG. And when the military disappointed him, he crudely declared himself a winner of the 1993 presidential election, which took his life. You remember Fela's song, International Thief Thief ITT, right? This Jamil thing, think that he is wise. He's unfortunate and very shameful that at your age you want innocent Nigerians to go out and die for nothing. Your father, in his crudity, chose not to follow the right channel to retrieve his mandate and ended up dying with innocent Nigerians. And 30 years after, you want the same mistake to repeat itself. Peter Obi and the rest of us are wise. Oh, get some sense.